Now, we like to show you a segment of our Toastmasters meeting. We will now demonstrate how table topics are done. They are intended to help our members develop their ability to organize their thoughts quickly and respond to an impromptu question or topic. For instance, have you ever met your boss later and you don't know what to say? Or you are at an interview session and all of a sudden the interviewer throws an unexpected question at you. This is when participating in our table topics will come in handy. During the table topics, I will ask a question and the participants will have 1 to 2 minutes to give an impromptu speech. It is very useful during the interviews or speaking with any professionals. Without further ado, let's get started with the first question. If you had the opportunity to get a message across to a large group of people, what would your message be? Jay, would you like to answer this question for us?
Oh my. Yes, Madam President. I would love to answer this table topic. May you repeat the question for me, please?
Yes, of course. If you had the opportunity to get a message across to a large group of people, what would your message be?
Thank you very much for the question, Madam Table Topics Masters, for this portion of the meeting. The one big message that I would like to give out to everybody has to be one life, live it. Remember, there has to be a balance between work and having fun. Yes, having fun too much, you're not gonna be able to live. Now, if you have too little fun, you don't have enough fun, then your life feels like you're just working hard all the time, unless, of course, that work is enjoyable for you. But that's why one life, you should live it. When you have, now like I said, my first point, if you have too much fun, how can you live? You won't be able to make money. You won't be able to, sometimes you need to sacrifice fun in order to live, to make an security for your life. Have an earning, have a job, have a house. And then after you earn that money, you can go out and relax, have some fun. Therefore, once again, one life, live it.
Thank you very much, Jay, for the wonderful example that you gave. Definitely, we should all live our lives and we should all try to balance between having fun and getting our work done. Now let's move on for today. What is one life lesson you have learned from being a member of Toastmasters? Denise, would you like to answer this question for us?
Hello? Yes. Can you please repeat the question?
What is one life lesson you have learned from being a member of Toastmasters?
I think one of the life lessons I've learned while being at Toastmasters is how valuable communication is. And I want to repeat that again, how valuable communication is. Before coming to Toastmasters, I knew that I was struggling with communication skills and I wanted to make a change. And therefore, when I was in my marketing class, there was a person who came from Toastmasters. He was on the e-board and he said something that was very significant. And I knew that, okay, this is my time. I need to go make a change. So I decided to become a member at Toastmasters. And it has been one of the most rewarding things that you could possibly do. And I highly encourage everyone to join because it's something that would definitely change your life. And it is a life lesson to learn. So I would say that.
Thank you very much, Denise, for sharing your experience with us. Toastmasters really changed many people's lives, and it has definitely changed mine as well. I believe we all have gained some level of confidence through being part of Toastmasters. Now, I would like to introduce our VP of Membership, Armando, to talk about some of our membership offers and some of the details. Please help me welcome Armando.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Just to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for that great introduction, Vicky. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to briefly go over the benefits of becoming a member of Toastmasters. Now, as of right now, I'm not sure if you have access. If not, then I'll hastily post it right after my little spiel. But I'm talking about the membership application or maybe a form. And if you like what you heard throughout this whole meeting, you might want to listen in just for a few minutes. So Toastmasters is a club full of everyday people from all different backgrounds. You know, some folks are in business, others are studying to become doctors or engineers, etc. Now, one thing that they all have in common, however, is the shared skill of speaking. I'll repeat that again. Like Denise said, communication, how important it is. If an engineer is thinking of a raise, how does he go about to negotiate with his boss? If a doctor has to meet with hundreds of patients throughout the day, how does he speak with them in a time-efficient but also genuine manner? A spokesperson is tasked with a crisis management after the company just released a defective product that makes people go to the hospital. I mean, how does this person protect the reputation of the company while showing that their #1 priority is customer service? These are all real life scenarios that can happen to any of us. And Toastmasters is a simulation that can get you prepared. As a member, you have access to our educational system called Pathways. And Pathways works as a guide and learning tool for anyone interested in mastering a specific subject, whether it's delivering a presentation or storytelling. We also have mentors that will be more than happy to help you with potential struggles, such as preparing for a job interview or a speech that you have to deliver in a few days. We work with you on a more personal level. Toastmasters is not only the place to improve your public speaking skills, but it's also a safe haven for learning how to build your leadership skills. With Toastmasters, you'll learn how to maximize your potential, enjoy unlimited personal growth, build self-confidence and self-awareness, and also work on networking in a small and supportive environment, while also gaining competitive advantage in the workplace. That's right, this international venue is a great resume booster, as Toastmasters is a highly recognized club throughout the whole entire globe for its contribution in producing highly motivated and confident leaders. So when you step into one of our meetings, it isn't always just strictly business, however. Before and after meetings, we can talk about our daily lives, our careers, and personal issues, as we're a big family. So right now, I'd like to introduce one of our prestigious family members. He's been in Toastmasters since October 2017. He served as the club's treasurer and now serves diligently as its secretary. He's majoring in finance at FIU and is the biggest fan I know of the legendary investor Warren Buffett, but perhaps too much of a fan since he's only the person I know who still reads the newspaper. Now, jokes aside, this is a highly ambitious and motivated man who strives to improve and learn something new every day. He joined Toastmasters for the goal of being an effective communicator, but I'll let him tell you more about it. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to our Toastmaster Secretary, AJ Mecki.
Thank you very, very much, Armando. Can you all hear me okay? Beautiful. Armando, thanks again for that fantastic introduction, and thank you for explaining a little bit about our club. To be honest, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you my personal story. 17, I watched speeches to a bunch of Harvard students about the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. And I took that to mean that investing in yourself is one of the best things you can do. But he said more specifically, public speaking. He explained it in a way in where effective communication leads to more opportunities and leads to more doors being open. In fact, he credits his investment in public speaking to him meeting his wife. So that's a pretty huge ROI on top of the other things that he's earned because of that important skill. And I think similar to what Armando is saying, competitive advantage. In today's work environment, as we all know, it's very difficult. There's a lot of competitors out there. Businesses are struggling to find top tier talent. And for the price of, what did Armando say, dozens of dollars or something annually, you get an ability, a real, I like to think about as a superpower that many people don't even have the courage to even invest in and try. And similar to what Armando said, it's not like a training course or intense or go do this, go do that. It's you're growing with us all together. Every single one of us here is growing, which is the only reason why we're investing our time on a Saturday. There's a lot of things we'd like to do. However, our future selves are going to thank us for investing this time today, and most importantly, investing in this important skill. So that's a little bit about my story. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, AJ, for that fantastic testimonial. And just like he says, the investment you do today, it's your future self will thank you for what you're doing today. I mean, this is just one of the many examples of how this club has affected many lives in a positive way. So currently, we have a limited offer of $15 off regular membership dues. So now should be a great opportunity to get you started. Remember, we're going to have the membership form in the chat. So for the next 2 minutes, we'll love to answer any questions you might have, whether it's membership or Toastmasters as a whole, anything. So is there anyone with any questions?
Well, I'll first answer a question that I have in my mind when I first joined Toastmasters. How will this help me? When do I get to practice? I want to first commend Carlos, who actually reached out to me this week about how he can start his speech. Exactly. You can do speeches in this class. Whatever it may be, Carlos decided to talk about a little bit about himself. Now, the speech it's not given topics to you, but there is a curriculum that Toastmasters do give. It's called Pathways. Now in each path, it will teach you how, like small things like different types of communication, body language, eye contact, and among other things. Even how to be funny. Yes, that is one of the paths. It's called humorous. Now I see here that Laura is asking me a question. If I'm not enrolled as a student, can I become a member? I graduated in August, but I would like to be a member also after I graduate. Laura, yes. Even if you're not a student, you can still be enrolled with us Toastmasters. Now, let's see, I graduated in August. The membership does last until September. So I think that is perfect for you. But if you want to continue on with us, you can renew your membership and continue being in our meetings, general meetings. Yes, and hopefully by that time the meetings will be physical at a meeting room or something like that. Does that answer your question, Laura?
So if I could just add on to what Jay was discussing right now. Yes, Toastmasters, we're cited at FIU, but I mean, it is also an international club, and we're open to not only FIU students, but people outside, and especially FIU alumni. So it's still a great site for you to join in. And as he said, membership lasts until September 30th. So you might want to think about it of joining in, especially now that as the $15 membership is in effect right now, it's a good opportunity.
Going back to what I was talking about with the how you can grow, you saw an example today with what Vicky asked us, which was called table topics. You're given a question, and then we have to answer. Anyone can participate in this. Not only that, we're also given leadership roles that helps you with active listening. Make sure you can hear filler words such as I know a lot of people like to do that, or mine is and so. And so I would like, see, I just did it. That's an example. And there's also other active listening skills as listening to grammar, or just even giving out evaluations of each person's speech. Very fun, very interactive throughout the meeting. I think a lot of us can vouch for that. So with that, does anyone else have questions? Carlos, Laura, do you have any other questions? Thomas? That is a good question, Laura. So Laura asks, what if meetings are at the same time of my class? Do you have days for meetings? Right now, our meeting days are on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. But this is usually subject to change as we want to incorporate most of the are answering. And with that, I would like to reintroduce our Madam President, Vicky Wu.
Thank you so much, Jay, for the introduction again. I would like to thank everyone for participating and joining our workshop today, and I hope that we have learned more about Toastmasters and how to conduct a productive meeting. Like we all say that public speaking is a skill, therefore we need to put in some effort and time in order to learn. So if you have any more questions or concerns about Toastmasters in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out to us if it's through email, through WhatsApp, or you can even message us directly if you like. So before I adjourn today's workshop, I just want to say that we all did a great job today, and I look forward to seeing us in our general meetings next week. Thank you everyone for attending, and have a great weekend.